Have you ever tried to date a bunch of people and none of them worked out for you? Have you ever tried moving to a bunch of different cities in search of a place where you're going to be accepted, and every single time it's just not the right place? Well, if you have been in any of those situations, you'll know exactly what the main character in this song is going through. Hey everybody, welcome to Josh Dell'Aria's Musical Escapades. My name's Josh Dell'Aria, and today I have an awesome song from a brilliant new artist. You're gonna love it. So a few weeks ago, I was talking about how horrible and deplorable modern music is on the radio, especially in the mainstream radio, and how that's turned tons and tons of people back toward the classics. And it's also caused them to miss out on some of the classics of today. And in that video, I mentioned a couple of different sources where I go and find some really cool, awesome music that's being made right here in this day and age. Well, at one point I was listening to one of those sources, Indie Folk Central, and I came across this song that they played, and I thought it was amazing. And after having listened to it several times, it was quite obvious to me that this needed to be featured on the channel. This actually comes from folk singer-songwriter Kim Anderson, who just released her debut album in April. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about Kim. She actually graduated from New England Conservatory, which happens to be the same school that both Sarah Jarosz and Aoife O'Donovan of I'm With Her graduated from too. So she's obviously following in great footsteps in songwriters. Now, of course, going to a particular school gives you a great education, but obviously it's what you do with that education that matters. You know, not everybody that went to the New England Conservatory sounds like Sarah Jarosz and Aoife O'Donovan and Kim Anderson, but the reason why they sound like they do is because of what they do with that education. See, one of the things that popped out to me about Kim Anderson is that she puts so much thought into how every single note in every single song of hers is played, and how every single lyric is sung. And that's something that not a lot of artists do. I know you guys are going to love this song, so let me get to playing it. This comes from Kim's debut album, which is called Yarrow. Yes, that's Yarrow with a Y. And the song is her lead single from that album, called Emily.
Emily, where are we going? You drive the car, you don't make conversation. Every day we do the same thing. The parking lot, the diner, the gas station. Looking for the answers to your questions. Gazing out along the open road at scenes of plenty and of desperation, trying to satisfy your restless soul. Maybe the town ahead holds your salvation, and if it doesn't, drive on to the next one. Oh, you disappear a little each day. Oh, till you are dust along the highway. On the ground beneath my feet is where I'll stay, but nothing makes a sound as the world around you falls away. Emily. Houses go by a sound as the world around you falls away. Emily.
My goodness, there are so many great things that Kim does in this song. And I'll start at the start, because she starts off by just arpeggiating an A major chord, which lends your ear to think that this song is going to be an A major the entire way. And so this is what she's doing for the first 7 seconds of the song, first 7 to 8-ish seconds.
Emily, where are we?
And then right at this point, she completely changes the chord structure that she uses and plays chords that would be completely out of the key of A major.
Going. You drive the car, you don't make conversation.
And right in that instance, she's all of a sudden into A minor, where she pretty much stays for the rest of the song, aside from using a few A major chords to use a little bit of modal mixture in there. See, what the first chord is doing is it's actually setting you up for a surprise, because it gets your brain to start thinking that the song's going to go in one direction, when in reality it starts going in that direction and all of a sudden goes another direction. But that's only the first of the surprises that Kim brings in. The other two come when she brings in the percussion and when she cuts out the percussion. Now, bringing in the percussion is a little bit more predictable, because there are a lot of artists who will go a verse without percussion and then bring it in the second. But, you know, it doesn't always happen, and I didn't really expect it to happen when I first heard this song. So for it to come in, and especially in the way that it does, I think is really, really interesting. Now, see, the simple act of bringing in the percussion is crazy enough to keep me off guard. But not only does she do that, but she plays them so loud. It's like she's just blaring the things. And that's actually really interesting too, because it's not a thing you'd expect in a folk song that seemed that quiet. Let me play this for you here, because it's really important for me to be able to show you just how loud these are compared to the actual music and the vocals behind it. Even over the verse, you can still hear the percussion going crazy in the background. Like, it's just, you know, it's not like it's all like, it's not like full of notes, but it's just so loud that you know that it's there. And I think that's important too, because it was such an unpredictable thing for her to even bring that in, that it has to be really loud for it to be really convincing. Now, her placement of the removal of her percussion from the song is just as interesting as her decision to bring the percussion in the first place. Listen to this.
On the ground beneath my feet is where I'll stay, but nothing makes a sound as the world around you falls away. Emily.
Yeah, she cuts out the percussion in the middle of the chorus, which is not something that I've heard literally anybody do. Usually, people will cut out right at the end of the chorus for percussion, or they might cut out right before the final chorus, or they might cut out for a chorus and then come back in afterwards, but not usually right smack dab in the middle of a chorus like that. And so I think that's just another thing that goes back to her thinking about how she wants everything to be played, and trying to make it just a little bit different. Now, I'd be remiss if I went through this entire song and didn't mention anything about the lyrics, because they are so, so wonderful. Let me play one of the verses here, and I don't really think there's a whole lot for me to say about it, so I just want to play it for you guys, and you can just pick up about how awesome and how powerful these lyrics are.
Emily, where are we going? You drive the car, you don't make conversation. Every day we do the same thing. The parking lot, the diner, the gas station. looking for the answers to your questions, gazing out along the open road at scenes of plenty and of desperation, trying to satisfy your restless soul. Maybe the town ahead holds your salvation, and if it doesn't, drive on to the next one. Watch the houses go by row after row. It's funny how one place looks like another. Traveling can turn a man to a ghost.
That's all I have on this song, guys. I want to give a big thank you to Indie Folk Central, which is where I first discovered this song, and I will put their information down in the description below. And if you guys like Kim Anderson, you can go check her out at kimandersonmusic.com, and of course I'll list all her social media sites in the description as well. Of course, this song is going to be in the running for the top 20 of 2018, as could be your song, but if I don't know about it, it won't be. So, the best way to tell me is either to leave it in the comments below here, or send me an email at joshdell'ariasmusicalescapades@gmail.com. Also, make sure you go on over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/joshdmusicalescapades. I post way more stuff on there too, so you can check out reviews usually every couple of days, at least in writing, and check out some links to these songs that I'm posting on there as well. And of course, if you like this video, share it with a friend or 2 or 5,000, however many you can. Thank you all again for watching, and until next time, go make great music.